Hi guys, how are you? So today we're going to do a lesson about flexibility and breathing and how two of those work together, believe it or not. So not all of us are born flexible. Some of us are more flexible than others. And then there's some of us that have a really hard time reaching our toes. And we have to work at it a little more. And to be honest with you, if I didn't teach yoga and incorporate a practice myself daily, I would not be that flexible. So, breathing and flexibility. Sometimes when we are reaching for our toes in a pose that rhymes, or trying to balance in a pose, or in any uncomfortable situation, really, you don't have to relate it just to yoga. When we use our breath and we're able to soothe ourselves or comfort ourselves with the power of breath, you're able to breathe past that discomfort and move into flexibility, literally, in your body, in your mind, in any situation in life, okay? So today we're gonna practice that breathing through discomfort in your flexibility, whether it be physical or mental, or anything else in life, okay? Breathing through it can help you reach the other side, okay? So we're gonna go back to a couple weeks ago, I did a video on H breath, also known as Ujjayi breath or Ujjayi breathing. So it's a breath where you make this H sound in the back of your throat, okay? So we're gonna revisit that, and then we're gonna use this breath in some more difficult poses and not so difficult poses for other people, and also use some tools in those stretches as well, okay? So sitting in a nice comfy seat, sit, crisscross applesauce, or maybe you even want to try, you can try this, placing one leg directly on top of the other. So you can't see it exactly the way that I'm positioned, but it's like my right foot is on top of my right knee, and my right foot is on top of my left knee, and the right knee is directly laying on top of the left foot. And both sets of feet, the toes are flexed towards each other. I've got to show you it this way now that I'm talking about it. And for most of us, there's this space right there. Let me move back a little bit now. You can see, you can try to sit like that. There's like, some of us might have a lot of space in between, and some of us might have a little bit of space in between. You can try and do the breath practice with your legs like this, or like this. Excuse my cat mojo. Or just crisscross applesauce. Whatever feels good for you, okay? We're gonna begin with that H breath. So I invite you to close your eyes or not close your eyes. It's completely up to you. But I would advise you to allow your gaze to slightly go down towards the ground. Just soften to the gaze, soften the gaze. And we're just gonna start to focus on our normal breathing, the in and the out of breath. I always suggest to recognize the temperature of your breathing. Recognize how it's chilly when it comes in and warmer as you release. And so now we're going to start taking deeper breaths in through the nose. Take a deeper inhale through the nose. Good. And exhale, making that H sound in the back of your throat. Inhale again. exhale using that H sounding breath. Do that 3 more times. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Last round. Inhale. Exhale. Good. So just allow your eyes to float open if they've been closed. And now we're going to add movement with that H breath. And I want you to, instead of when you get in that pose, go, oh, this hurts, I don't want to do this. Quiet your mind with your H breath and breathe through the discomfort to get to the other side. And you'll be like, oh, this actually feels really good. Just give it a try. That's all I ask. I'm going to grab a tool real quick. If you want to grab maybe a tie that your dad doesn't use anymore, if you don't have a yoga strap, or even a blanket, you can grab a blanket. In fact, I'm just going to use this blanket so I can show you in case you don't have anything else at home except a blanket. So you'd want to roll it up until it gets something like this, okay? And we're just going to take our feet out in front, just like this, and flex the toes back towards your chest. And you can move out your tush and cushion a little so that your sit bones are nice and flat on the ground. And you want to make sure that your legs feel like they're glued on the ground, flexing the toes back towards your chest. Pull the belly into the spine. Now, if you already know you can't reach your toes, you can use this blanket around the bottom of your feet. Now your feet are nice and snugly in there. But you don't want to lean back like this with the blanket. You want to bring your fingertips as close up to your feet as you possibly can. Okay? Puff out your chest, pull the belly in, take a deep breath, and exhale out that H breath as you fold forward into the legs. So you're going to reach forward with your heart, inhale, and exhale. I'm going to release the blanket and grab for my toes. Inhale. Move through the discomfort. Even I have some discomfort in my hips, in the back of the legs. Use your breath in my lower back. Inhale and exhale. See if you can find more room with your breath. See if you can wiggle forward just a little bit more. One more deep breath. Good. Take an inhale as you start to walk yourself back up. All right. So I always find that forward fold in a seated pose, reaching for the toes can be uncomfortable. You're stretching the back, underneath the legs. You might even be getting into your hip. If you use your breath, you'll be able to move past that discomfort. That stretch is good for everyone every day. If you're a runner, soccer player, basketball player, golfer, baseball player, volleyball player, even if you're not into sports, that is a great stretch for your body. So now we're going to do a forward fold standing up, okay? I am going to bring the camera up a little higher for my phone, okay? And we're just going to fold forward. I like to think of my head being something heavy, just dropping all the way down and reaching towards my toes. So if you can see, I cannot reach my toes right here. I'm pretty close, but I'm not there all the way, and that's okay. So we're gonna come up nice and slow. Let the shoulders come up before the head. We're gonna try this again using the H breath. Engage your core. Pull your belly button into the spine. Inhale, take your arms up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, dive forward. Pull the belly into the spine. Good. Let your fingertips reach for your toe tips. And use your breath. Inhale. Exhale that H breath. See if you can find more movement in your body. Inhale. Exhale that H breath. Inhale. Exhale. I found movement in my breath and in my body. Now my fingers are on the mat. Inhale and exhale. Good. We're going to inhale, pull that belly into the spine, come up halfway, okay, and then exhale, release. And then as you press your toes into the mat, pull the belly to the spine, come up one vertebrae at a time. Nice and slow. In fact, slowest person wins. Let the shoulders come up before your head. Look like Cousin It with all this hair. And roll the shoulders back. So I'm hoping that you're starting to put together breath and moving past discomfort and finding more flexibility in your body, okay? So we're gonna go into what's called Trikhinasana. That's Sanskrit for triangle pose. We're gonna start with your right foot, toes facing towards the front of your mat, or I should say, so your right, if you don't have a yoga mat, your right toes are facing towards the right, okay? And then your left toes are facing straight out in front of you, okay? So your toes are facing different directions. Now, step the left foot out, wiggle heel toe that out, till you feel a good stretching point between the right foot and the left foot, okay? And then you're gonna curl your tailbone under, tuck it under, pull the belly into the spine, and take the arms out long to the side, okay? And lean back and lean forward, back and forward. So what's gonna happen here is that leading hip, in this case is the right, is gonna push back, and you're gonna feel a nice stretch on the inside of that right thigh. And you almost wanna turn the inner right thigh like up towards the ceiling, if that makes sense. Engage your glutes, okay? And then we're gonna take the right fingertips and bring it down as much as you can on the shin. Some of you might be able to reach as far as your toes, but if you reach the shin, that's perfect too. And you can grasp the leg, place the hand on the inside, and then we're gonna reach that right arm up towards the ceiling, okay? Push the hips forward, zip up the belly, and here we go. We're gonna breathe 3 H breaths. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, it's a little bit of a balancing pose too. Exhale. Inhale, exhale. Good, that was the last one. So your left hand is sticking up towards the ceiling. Imagine somebody went to grab your fingertips and lifts you all the way up, okay? So now with our legs wide, we're gonna turn both toes facing forward. In fact, turn your toes in towards each other just a little bit. And we're gonna do a wide leg forward bend, okay? So for some of us, again, this is gonna be really easy, but for other of us, we're gonna feel a little bit more achy in the back of our legs and our hips. And that's where we need to find patience for ourselves with the breath and move past the discomfort. So if you can, I know you can't really see it, but if you can, lift the muscle, the quads, like up and away from the knee. So you're kind of engaging, you're engaging your quads and lifting that muscle up and away from the knee and engaging the inner thigh and pressing the feet strong into your mat. So you feel nice and stable here. Your legs are nice and strong. So you're not depending on all of this pressure in your lower back, okay? And you're preparing the legs for as you fold forward, we'll bring our fingertips down towards the mat. Everyone should be able to get at least here, okay? So if you can, maybe you can heel toe your feet out a little wider and walk your fingertips back towards your toe tips. So your fingertips are in line with your toe tips, thumbs pointing towards each other. Maybe you can bring your head closer towards the mat, maybe not. We're just gonna stay here and breathe 3 deep breaths. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Good job. So walk your hands forward and then start to heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe. Your feet together, okay? We'll inhale, pull that belly to the spine, come up halfway, exhale, release, and then slowly start to come up into a standing. Very good. Inhale, exhale. So let's do triangle on the other side. So now left toes are facing out towards the left and your right toes are facing forward. And you might be able to walk your feet out a little, just to where you feel like you're getting just enough stretch. I hope that makes sense. And again, you're gonna turn that left inner thigh in and up towards the ceiling a little, engaging that left leg, okay? Take the arms out to the side, zip up the belly. You can lean back and forward, a little here, and then reaching forward with your fingertips, bring them down to wherever they fall naturally. Don't try to force it. Wherever they go, palm up or onto the leg, and reach those right fingertips up towards the ceiling. Zip up the belly. And also I didn't mention this on the other side, but kind of you're twisting your heart up towards the ceiling and your gaze goes to your fingertips. And we breathe 3 deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale. You'll notice that it's harder to breathe in a pose like this. Inhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. And like someone's pulling you from your fingertips, come all the way up. Good job. So let me see where we are. Okay. Wanted to make sure we do one more standing pose. So one more pose. We're going to do what's called eagle pose. It's a balancing pose. So arms out to the side. You're going to take your right arm under your left, right at the elbow, if you can. And then maybe you can configure your arms just like that. So just like that. Come into a twist. Maybe you're here, okay? And you're gonna lift away, so pull from you and lift up. You should feel that in your shoulders. Pull the belly towards the spine, okay? So you can stay here or bend into your knees a little. Take the right foot and wrap it around the left leg. You need your breath, so breathe. Inhale. Exhale. See if you can sink a little bit more. Inhale. Woo. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. We release. Great job. If you fell, if you couldn't keep your foot over your leg, I just hope you're having fun. All right, so time to do the left side. So like algebra, yoga, whatever you do to one side, you need to do to the other to keep it balanced. Left arm under the right as we twist and bend into that right knee now. You take the left leg and wrap it around the right. Pull the arms away and up. Also find something to focus on while you're using your breath. Breathe in through the nose, use that H breath, and out the mouth. Inhale. I know I'm wobbling. One more breath. Inhale. And exhale. Great job. Good job. So we're just going to come down into a seated. I'm just going to take my my right leg behind my left and come down into a crisscross applesauce. Let's finish with a seated twist. Left hand to the right leg. To the opposite side. Use that breath. Good. All right, so we're coming back to the breath and just relaxing and doing a seated Shavasana. Palms open or down. However, I just want you to feel relaxed and close the eyes. And I want you to see if you feel any different than you did when you first started. And that, or is it possible too that you saw the connection between breath and flexibility? And maybe try that in other areas of your life too, where if something comes up, try to breathe through the discomfort and see yourself on the other side. So let's just come back to normal breath. Just recognizing your breath. We're going to stay here for 10 seconds of silence. Take that next inhale and start to slowly open the eyes. And I hope you remember to be the change you wish to see in this world. And have a great day. Namaste. Until next time.